Anyway, back to what we were doing. It is episode 181 of Perpetual Backlog. All right. I'm one of your hosts, Aqua, and I don't press record buttons sometimes, apparently. So, yeah. We have Dollet.
Hey, I'm here. I don't have to press the record button. It's great.
Yeah, I know. What the responsibility over here. And we also have Leek.
Too many buttons to press. Don't give me another one, please.
All right, yeah. Leek, you were talking about playing some cozy game, weren't you?
Was I don't remember.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I was playing an early access game called Fields of Mystery, which is basically 90s Stardew Valley, 90s anime Stardew Valley, no less. And everyone is surprised, said no one.
Yeah, no one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's really good. I am enjoying it a lot. The art style is fantastic. It is essentially at 90s style anime. So if you like Sailor Moon
You're
and all
speaking my
that,
language.
yeah,
I do like Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
I like the 90s.
Yeah, the writing is really funny and good as well. It's not quite exactly like Stardew Valley, but it has all the same sort of basics. You know, it's like you can date some villagers, you can go out chopping stuff and farming and breaking rocks and going into a dungeon cave, fighting monsters, and that kind of thing. It has lots of quests to do. It has its own quest board and stuff as well. You do all the whole the basic stuff things like plant this, meet all the villagers, do this, and then so on. But I do like the crafting in it because you can craft in this, so you can do crafting. Instead of just like going to the store and asking someone else to make it for you, you do it yourself, which is good. And let's see. Oh, there are events that like the whole holiday events and stuff like that. There's also weekly ones, and it's very good at, I think, fleshing out the characters. The characters are a bit more fleshed out, but it's by a whole team of people. It's not just one person making a game from scratch. Is that there is a dev team, I think.
Yeah, NPC Studios.
Yeah. But I like it a lot. I like Stardew Valley. I like this. So
I mean, that's fantastic to hear.
Mm.
Nothing wrong with finding a niche that you really enjoy, and frankly, you found a niche in an art style that I really enjoy. So I'll enjoy you enjoying this.
I am enjoying it. I am.
I've seen people play this game. I haven't actually seen watch them play this game, but I've seen the name around lately.
What's the name once more for me?
Fields of Mysteria.
Fields of Mysteria.
I think Iron Mouse was
Fields of
playing this
Mysteria.
at some point in time.
No doubt.
Oh, okay. I have in fact seen this. I've not actually seen any gameplay, but it's kept popping up and YouTube has kept telling me, hey, you'd be interested in watching videos about this. And I keep going, I'm not sure that's true. They're like, no, but we really think you would. So yeah, I guess YouTube was right. Fair play to them. It does feel, it feels a lot like looking at the animation, it looks like 90s anime. That's spot on. And funny enough, the in-game stuff I'm seeing feels like late 90s Fire Emblem. So excellent choices all around, if I'm honest.
It's very pleasant. Yes. So I am enjoying this very much. I'm doing that now and again. No Man's Ski, I got distracted by Fields of Mysteria, so I haven't played too much of it more, but I'm going back into it. Actually, you know what I did buy today, only because I was watching someone else play this on stream, and the latest DLC has an amazing animated interactive comic.
Oh.
It's Cult of the Lamb.
Yeah.
The DLC comic for it is amazing. It's really well done. So I was like, you know what? It's about time I got this. Yeah. They got the little interactive, like, choose your own adventure comic.
Fun.
It's good.
I've heard a lot of good things.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to get this for ages, and it's on sale now as well. So, Cult of the Lamb, get it. Very
Perfect
good.
timing.
Yeah. So I'll start playing that after.
Hmm.
Basically. Also the GTA, obviously GTRP.
Story time.
Yeah. What's the update? Oh,
Oh,
okay. Since we did miss a week last week as well, a lot
we
has happened.
did, yes.
So I think we all did. I tell you that Perry became paralyzed?
Yep.
You
I
did
think so.
mention
Yeah.
this,
Right.
yes.
So it got worse.
Oh
How did it get
no.
worse?
A tractor
Oh, what?
which is a very heavy farming equipment, okay? A tractor crushed him, and now he's got no legs below the knee because they had to get amputated.
He got
Perry!
Lieutenant Dan?
He got Lieutenant Dan.
Well, Perry, you ain't
Lieutenant
got
Dan,
no
you ain't
legs.
got no legs.
Got no legs. Or he got no legs below the knee. Yeah, no. Oh god.
He's had a
Yeah.
bad time of it this month.
I know. It's been crazy. But it's not it's not too bad because he's still in high spirits now. The last couple of days have been good for him. But he knows a bunch of doctors. He's close with a bunch of doctors who are skilled in this area of expertise. So they're going to help him out.
Is he gonna get auto mail?
That'd be cool, wouldn't it? I would
Yeah.
love that. Everyone's joked about him getting robo legs, so Robo
Yeah.
Perry.
Yeah.
Just
Just
teach
port
him the-
Perry directly over to Cyberpunk.
Just teach him the way of alchemy. Have him
Yeah.
like revive a dead mother or something.
Paralyzed? You can't say paralyzed.
Oh no, yeah, this is a joke. Other people have been saying it in roleplay, so he's probably heard it on stream. No, yeah, other people on stream have been saying it. The paralyzed, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's a joke already. He's just repeating it.
Poor Perry.
Yeah. Okay, but yes, that is what's happening. I mean, at least for Perry. I think I've mainly just been playing him mostly a lot this week, so no other
I can
character
see why.
news. It's
Gotta
been
give-
very
Gotta give
big
Perry
story.
the attention, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it really for me. I think that's all I've been doing.
That's plenty.
Yeah,
I'm
I've been
happy
doing more
that you found that
illustration
game.
and stuff. Yeah.
Mm.
I played I've been playing D&D as usual.
Right.
As usual, because I'm in more than one game, and I actually run I run 2 games.
Where does she
done 2
find the
games.
time?
Well, let's see. I mean, I ran a game for for the folks in Tokyo over Discord.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it used to be a face-to-face one, but we've had nowhere to play recently. We might be playing it in one of my mates' houses soon, which will be nice. But yeah, it's Discord for now.
Like, when do you find
And
the
then,
time to sleep?
well,
That's their
that's the secret. That's my secret,
That's the
right?
secret, Captain.
I don't
Fair,
sleep.
fair, understandable.
I have insomnia anyway, so and I'm also a night owl.
That's fair enough. I can understand that.
Yeah.
I only get like
Yes.
5 or 6 hours of sleep every day anyway.
I love sleep.
I don't.
So good.
What
It's
about
always
you,
amused by
Dole?
your absolute self hatred. Your absolute hatred for
Sleep?
Sorry, it just started thundering outside.
Oh, I heard
It
it. I heard it.
begins.
We gotta hurry up. We gotta hurry up. Yeah, we heard it.
Okay,
Or I heard it.
Move it along before my computer explodes.
Yeah, okay. I'll go next. First Descendant is what I was playing last week, though now that the new game smells worn off, and I've done most of what I can do in the game, I can pretty much say fairly definitively this game shouldn't have come out when it did. There
Okay.
is only so much to do, and most of it isn't very good. Don't misunderstand,
No
though.
Life the game like you
Well,
have.
so this is I expect this as the counter argument, but like don't misunderstand. I get the point of the game is like grinding, and once you've gotten things, that's it. But like there should be more. Like there's no end game here. Once you have a character, a gun, and your mods, there's nothing to use it on.
Well,
Like the
there
game
might
literally.
it's been out for a month.
So, and again, I know what the counter arguments to all of this are. Fair enough. Like the game's been out for a month. The game's technically this isn't even season 1, and you've put 100 hours into it. Of course, you've run out of things to do, which strictly speaking isn't true. I don't have all of the characters. I just have the ones that I want. But let's assume I was to start right now. I still think this game's underbaked. This is a game where the grind is like everything. I understand that, but this grind is gated through 3 things: anomalous materials, void shards, and colossi. The AM drop rates feel bad, but whatever. That's just what happens when you play a game like this. Void shards feel awful to farm, and that's not okay because frankly, this step is superfluous.
Huh.
Yeah, it's just another thing to grind to stop you from the grind. Let's see. Um, and then you have the colossi, which are the best part. But frankly, even the colossi are kind of hit and miss. So I don't know. Like some are a challenge, some aren't. Like they just very much are not. And then there's all of the colossi that come after Frostwalker, which is where there's actual meat of the gameplay.
Hmm.
Problem there is all of them require teamwork, an aspect that the game never builds up and actively disincentivizes a lot of the time. So, not great. But yeah, no, the most egregious thing, like literally, if they just had an end game activity, I probably wouldn't mind. Because again, I got what I wanted. Now I just want to be able to use my Ultimate Fiesta on something. But that doesn't exist yet. Hopefully, at the start of season 1, they'll have implemented that right now. The devs have done a very good job at keeping up appearances. They seem to be making an effort to see to the various squeaky wheels. But I'm going to be honest, the amount of squeaky wheels is a bit concerning, and this game could have done with a couple months of early access instead of this weird season 0. I think if this game was in early access, I'd be a lot less critical of it. But it's not. So I am. Besides the first Descendant, because let's not get bogged down in that.
Yeah.
Like we said, there's a storm going, and we don't want to get bogged down. Played some Monster Hunter Frontier, which we were talking about just before cast. It's been delightful, to be honest. With it never coming to the West, I never got a chance to get my hands on it before, and thanks to private servers, I can now experience it myself.
Yeah, I was
And
wondering about that.
yeah, that's exclusively what it is. There's just a private
Yeah.
server, and
Okay, okay.
I can have some fun that way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, I haven't like I've only played it for a couple of days, um, so I'm not very far, and it feels like a Monster Hunter game, which is
Is it
great.
open world and stuff like
No,
that?
no, 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 no,
No?
no. This is literally a Monster Hunter game
Oh, okay.
with a hub that has 50 some odd people in it,
Are you still
maybe
limited to like
more.
a few people in the party or?
You are. It's still. I
Uh,
know that there is a hunt that is ginormous. There's the Radiante,
mhm.
but that is endgame, and I am nowhere near there.
Okay, okay, okay.
So yeah, there might be others. There might be like tentpole events that like really lean into the MMO aspect, but I don't know. I'm still going through the game. I'm very early on, and this is just a Monster Hunter game, which might sound disappointing, but I mean it's exactly what I want. Like it's more Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
So I've gotten to go at a few of the exclusive monsters already, and they've been pretty tame so far. So I can see these monsters showing up in a mainline game. However, I know they'll get crazy soon enough. Once I get to HR 5, which by the way, HR 2 threw Elder Dragons at me. That was wild.
Oh.
It's like, yeah, here's your first rank. Yeah, it's cool, cool. Get your gear. Oh, by the way, there's Teostra and fucking Kirin and one of the exclusive Elder Dragons in the next rank. Oh, what? Cool. So yeah, things come hard and fast. And it's been really enjoyable. And I look forward to the actual difficulty ramping up because I do know some of these monsters get actually factually crazy. So more updates to come when I'm screaming and Superman diving for my life. I played World with Aqua last night, so we're back
Yep.
onto the Return to World shenanigans. I love World. I think it's great, especially coming from Frontier. It's amazing all of the quality of life that goes into the newer gens. I think
Mm.
really 4 and beyond, but very specifically 5th gen and beyond. It's insane, and it is frankly building so much hype for Wilds. Nothing really to report on this. We've talked about Monster Hunter World in the past. It is amazing. I've put like 2,000 hours into this game, so
Yeah.
it's more World. I love it. And finally, I played some Path of Exile. I'm like 15-ish levels into this game, which is nothing. It's an
Uh-huh.
ARPG. It feels really good to play. And I'm running a Toxic Ranger and not struggling. I've come to die. I've come close to dying like once. So the story's giving me time to like really focus on the more overwhelming aspects of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I grabbed a build guide, so I know the build won't be what gets me bricked. It'll be me. And now I'm all caught up.
Yeah. I got to the intermission of Kuro no Kiseki, and I've been messing around with
Hell
that.
yeah.
Which means it's fun beach times until one of our antagonists decides to kill everybody in the game.
Again.
Yeah. That happens. So yeah, fun beach times. I get to drive around a car up and down a road. Getting relationship points with some of my characters. Yeah. There's a connect event with Elaine where she's about to have like a duel with Shizuna. And fucking Vaughn and Zen come in like, we're like, hey, whoa, no fighting or whatever, and Vaughn decides, how about this? How about you guys get in your bikinis and go motorcycle racing or whatever? And that's exactly what they do. they have a motorcycle race.
I didn't know about. I was originally going to say no. I want to see the sword fight, but you threw me off with the bikini motorcycle race. Wasn't expecting that. Well played.
Yeah. It was pretty good. So, yeah, that's fun. I would say I'm probably about halfway through the game. I'm, if I recall correctly, my Steam will say I have like 40 something hours in this game, and I probably do have like 40 something hours in this game, but it should probably be less because it actually shouldn't take that long to get to where I'm at. But I do run around a lot, so yeah, it's been fun. I don't know when I'll actually beat this game, but hopefully before Kai comes out so I can play Kai. What else did I play? Just before podcast, I was playing a little bit of East Origin. Just slowly going through that. And obviously played some World. I played World all day today, actually. After cutting grass, I hopped on with Tara and we ran a bunch of stuff. I leveled up a decent bit of the Guiding Lance. I now actually have I now have a gear set because I've been playing Lance.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
And it's been fun to just sit there and be like, yeah, I'm guarding. You can't do anything except for Savage Devil Joe. Savage Devil Joe can still kill me because he does that thing where he just lasers the ground and the AoE.
Does.
while I can block the initial hit of the laser, all right, the AoE on the ground still kills you.
Oh,
Yeah, he's an angry boy.
Yeah. But
But
outside of
also,
that,
welcome to
Welcome.
Lance. You finally made the correct choice of having a shield, given that you, not your player, but you individually as a human, have like an aggravate jewel on you. You have a taunt jewel.
so you want to know
on
what's
you.
hilarious? I had Challenger jewels on me, all right,
mm-hmm.
and the monsters were not attacking me most of the
Why?
time. I don't know. I don't know. It's like I go to play Lance and I'm like, yeah, come attack me and hit me. No, they go after Melody or Terra. So they're just like, yeah. Now that you're playing a
I think-
class where we
I
can't kill
don't
you.
think you mean Challenger, because the Challenger is you get a bonus when they
No,
get enraged.
Challenger Jewel is the Agitate gem.
Yeah, agitate is an increase in attack power and affinity, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
whenever the monster's enraged.
Okay. Is it really?
Enraged
Yeah,
only.
enraged
Oh.
only.
Ah, there you go.
You don't get it. You don't get
Wait.
it if they're chill.
There you
Oh.
go. That's the issue.
What's the other one that I need?
I forget. There is one. There is one. I just don't remember what it is.
But you need the agitate trait, but not for enraged only.
I need the one to gain. I need the thing to gain
You
amity.
need tank.
Yeah, but I don't know what it's called.
Nitty.
Either way, that's been fun. I understand why Dollet plays this. It's not because he gets guard through everything. It's not because he could just be like ha 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 ha. But Dollet likes hearing really cool sounds, and when you point guard something, it sounds really cool.
Does it? Do an impression.
Man? It's
Do an
why I play
impression.
charge. Do an impression.
Do an impression.
Boo! I don't know. I don't know. Oh, wait. Boo!
All right.
I mean, it's really hard to sound the sound that it makes when you point guard something is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's nice.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Gets the good endorphins going.
Yeah.
No,
I guess
if you
all
ever hear
endorphins
me
are
make
good.
go and stuff like that, it's because it just thundered outside.
Oh, yeah,
Even if you
sorry.
didn't hear
Oh.
it, that's the tell.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. No, it's
Okay.
great. I was playing Lance or whatever. I tried Switch Axe and it was
Yeah.
nice. It seems easy. Seems really easy
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it feels good. I have never liked that weapon as much as I have in Rise. To be completely honest, it felt real good in that game.
No, I mean, I bet with
I really enjoyed Charge
wire
Blade, but
bugs.
I'm gonna mess around with Switch Axe as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, that's fun. I enjoy Lance. I'm gonna be lancing it up for a little while now until I decide to move on to another another weapon. So I farmed a couple of monsters today to get me the current set that I'm working on now, and then we headed into the guiding lands, and so just to gate, because me and Melody need to gain master rank like insanely. We need to be like a level 100.
Yeah, I did start a completely new save, so I've only just got into the Guiding Lands last time I touched it, so
Yeah.
I need to mess around with that.
I didn't touch guiding lands on this character until today, so
Okay.
I have two of the regions. One region's at level 2, one region's at level 3, and the other the other two are still at like level 1. So
Okay, I need to download it and check.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been fun. I don't think I've played anything else. Steam. What have I played? No, that's it. I apparently got into the Mecha Break playtest, but
I believe that ends today. So
Well, I wasn't gonna play it anyway because I found out it's a hero shooter and not like a
I found this out. That's so like nothing they showed made it feel like that, right?
no nothing they showed me. I thought it was gonna be like like a Gundam Breaker game.
Yes, I absolutely agree. Now, granted, because I am who I am, I've just lost my headphones. I am looking forward to maybe giving that a go because the idea of Gundam Overwatch isn't a terrible one. Gundam Evolution had its upsides,
Mm-hmm.
and I know you can
I
customize these mechs a bit.
Yeah,
So,
no, I did play a bit of Mecha Break. I forgot to mention that. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I only played like one of the first few tests, the training maps and stuff. So I haven't really.
Mhm.
I've
sure.
watched other people play it, the arena. Them zipping. I like the feel. The movement is good. Um, I can't get over how gratuitous the butt shots are if you play as a female model. It's so
Oh,
bad.
I
I
heard
Wait,
you
think
hold
can make
on.
a
the
very
camera, the
Butt
camera,
voluptuous.
shots?
the camera
Yeah.
basically gooses the camera. It's it's just right
Yeah.
up there all the time.
Wait, hold on. Are
It's
we
just crotch shot,
still
butt shot,
talking
crotch
about
shot, butt shot.
Yes.
Mecha
Mecha
break.
Yes.
Break?
Yes.
Yeah, if you're a male
Wait,
model,
what?
it doesn't do this. If you're a
I
female
don't
model, it's just butt shot, crotch shot.
So
I
Dollet,
don't remember
Fancy
the
you
mechas
business.
create
being
your
Not the
character.
mechas.
You create your
It's the
character.
pilot. It's the
You create your
pilot.
pilot. You create your pilot.
Okay.
Yeah.
There.
Wait, why can you see
Oh
there?
my
Wait,
god.
is this like G Gundam? Can you see your pilot during the
Yeah.
event?
Oh no,
Yeah.
it shows you going into the mecha and stuff
Oh,
like
so
that.
it's the glamour shots as you get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. I got really excited for a moment.
And
Oh
you can
my
make a
god.
very bodacious
I
lady.
you can, yeah. Yeah, the jiggle physics are automatically on there.
Mhm.
uh yeah.
But
I mean, the
I just
customization's
don't.
nice, but it's a Korean game, so it's all that aesthetics,
Oh yeah.
very,
Yeah.
very pretty.
I'm gonna be honest. When you were talking about it, I was thinking like, is Noble Gundam in this? Are we sexualizing robots again?
Is it the Darling in the Franks Gundam?
Yeah, that one's
What?
also supposed to be. Darling in the Franxx is supposed to be like very sexually oriented because it's
Oh
about.
yeah, it's about wanting people to make
Yeah.
babies.
I know, like I learned about this like 2 years after the final season, and I was like,
Ah.
I never got that from any promotional material. Okay, that's why she's in Doggy.
Mm-hmm. Always in doggy.
Oh. I mean, as a game, Neck Break is cool. I like how they introduce the the like intro, and then you get through like you have to go into orbit, and then you blast down to the surface and stuff like that. That's cool. And then it
Mhm.
shows you the mechanics. That's cool. You get to fight a huge robot immediately. That's cool. You know, um, and I mean it's fine. It's except that I've noticed those types of games you have to really grip me immediately, or I just play a bit of it and then get bored. 'Cause, yeah, I don't know. It hasn't gripped me. I
And
love
well,
I love
we'll
mechs, but
we'll
it's just the
see because you
style
were
of game.
gripped pretty hard by Gundam Evolution. You were the last in the group to be giving it a chance before
But
it.
that's more like a typical F uh it's more like of Overwatch. This isn't. This is more like an
Okay.
arena, not of like we run around a map and go around the corners and stuff like that. It was more like, oh, what's that Gundam one called? Frontier? No, what's it called? It's the hang on, it's the free to play one, the Gundam free to play one.
Oh. Sly plays this one.
Oh, you
Yeah,
mean like
back
Battle
back.
Operation 2?
Yeah, Battle
Yeah,
Operation 2,
it's more
yeah.
like that. It's more like
Oh,
that.
okay. Okay. Yeah, because a lot of people were
Except
comparing it
you
to
got
Overwatch,
yeah.
so.
Except there's other things like capture the bases and stuff like that, right?
Okay, interesting. Huh. No, I'm
And there's
not sure. I
no
have to go look up videos about this because that seems more like what I would have expected this game to be, but everyone was using very specifically the word Overwatch, so I was very confused. But yeah, that does seem to be more like what I would have expected
Yeah, they
from this
probably
game,
haven't played a battle operation. That's all.
which that's fair,
Mm-hmm.
to be
Yeah.
honest.
And
But
it's
it felt more like that. Yeah.
there's no customization for your mechs either, so
No.
I thought there were. Oh, wow.
no.
Damn, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's one of the big drawbacks to it, because it's like you get to create your character, but then you just pick a mech. So it's
Yeah, you just
unfortunate.
pick them. Yeah. You get to customize your pilot, but it is just for looking pretty. I haven't seen anybody run around as their pilot though, so
Yeah,
Hmm. Hmm.
I thought it was gonna be a little more like Gundam Breaker, where you get to like create your
mm,
like create your mechs or whatever, and do
yeah.
and like fight like PvE things. Um, but like a higher fidelity, since Mecha Break actually like looks like a almost current gen game, while like Gundam Breaker 4 comes out like soon or whatever. I still think it looks like an early PS4 game.
Oh yeah.
So
I can see why. Yeah.
that's unfortunate. Yeah, so I didn't play anything else up, so we can move on to the news for this week.
Hey guys, don't forget to sub to the channel if you're into what you're hearing. While you're down there, remember to like the video as much as we like you. You'll be good now.
Yeah.
Not not too much news this week. I forgot to add this in. There is a Trails Through Daybreak demo too at PAX West already. That means this game is in a playable state. Well, the game's already in a playable state. This translation and localization's already in like a pretty good playable state, which means it's probably going to be really early 2025 that we get it. So I'm excited.
When is
That
PAX?
means
2 weeks from now?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And that means we will most likely get Kai in 2025 as well.
Hmm.
Which is insane, because to say that a game that a Trails game that came out and we'll get it in like actually in like a year, well, whew, that is quick. Yeah, it's August 30th to September 2nd is when PAX West starts. So Capcom's been releasing Monster Hunter videos of each weapon, one daily at 4:00 in the morning my time. So that's been cool for Monster Hunter
Yes.
Wilds.
It's been great. It's been great.
Yes.
You can glean a surprising amount of detail from.
Yeah. A lot of people have been talking about how you can see a lot of frontier moves and valor moves from the movesets from these videos. Yeah.
I hadn't even considered that. I was just thinking, you have the weapon itself, the new armor set that comes with it. The new armor set usually hints at a monster, which we've not seen very many of.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hadn't actually considered the movesets themselves are being pulled from Valor Style and Frontier. That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They released a general mechanics video after the trailer, and it went into like how the grapple, the grapple is now used for other things too. Like you can grab stuff from a distance now. That's cool. You can do it while on a
Yes.
mount. That's cool. That kind of thing. And it also
I saw
said that
mobility on the hammer, so that was also
yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, that's the weapons video. But like also for the general one, it was talked about a focused mode basically, where you can do focused attacks, and it's and
Yes.
it's it's highlighted more for each weapon during the weapons videos as well. What they look
Yeah.
like.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because each weapon has a focus strike.
Yeah.
And when you hit a monster in the weak spot that you've created, because weapons now have just innate clutch claw tenderize on them. So you will just start to break off to make weakness points as you hit them, and then when you go to do a focus attack on those parts, you do like an extra attack to it. So like with great sword or whatever, you slam it, you slam the blade into them, and then you just drag it across their side.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's highlighted too, so you can see where the damage is.
Yeah.
I mean,
My
it's
favorite one
glowy.
is
It's
the
glowy.
insect glaive.
What would you say? Dollet? The insect glaive?
My favorite one, my favorite
Oh yeah.
focus attack was the insect glaive. I'm
Where
going
you
with
just
that.
you just clamp onto it and you're like
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
freaking drill.
Spinny. Yeah. It's
I don't
good.
even play that weapon much, but it looks like so much fun.
Yeah, it's what I'm gonna do again. I mean, I like insect glaive.
Hmm
um another thing about the whole tenderize thing, uh
Mm.
it goes back to normal world now, where you just do you do normal damage to them. It's not like you do a reduced damage like you do in Iceborne if you don't tenderize. The
Yeah.
So many
the
people didn't like it, so I'm not at all.
yeah.
Yeah.
The when you that now the thing that you get when you do hit them in the weak spot is you just get to do extra damage. So the damage is going to be I guess balanced better than it was in Iceborne. Even if you like don't like hit them in the weak spot all the time, it just rewards you for hitting them in the weak spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people talking about because Charge Blade has their Valor move set. So that's where I was getting that from. So it looked pretty cool. We're missing dual blades, sword and shield, switch axe, bow, and is that it? I think that's all we're missing. I can't
Yeah.
remember every weapon in the game.
Surely.
Is it the one?
They started this a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
but
did.
we don't have Lance. We don't have.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Lance. Okay, Lance
Yeah,
is
we
with
don't
the
have
other one.
Lance. We just got of the
Oh,
gunners.
it's Sword
We
and Shield. Did they show
yeah,
that one?
of
Yeah,
the
it just
gunners
says
we
Sword
don't
and
have
Shield there.
bow, sword and
Yeah.
shield, as you've said.
Yeah.
Lance,
Switch axe.
switch axe.
Regular bow.
Wade just said bow.
Yeah,
Oh.
bow's one of them
Yeah,
That
that's
was
missing.
first one.
I mean, maybe we're getting there. My big hope is that all the chatter I've heard
We got
is
hunting horde
true.
already, Koga.
The hunting horn was the other day.
Yeah. I hope that the chatter I've been hearing is true and that all this is leading up to the reveal of a new weapon. But people have been saying that for ages now, so I know not to get too excited at the concept.
What would
It would be nice.
What theorized new weapon?
It would be
think
Tonfas.
would be?
Tonfas.
It would be
Tonfas.
Tonfas.
Tonfas,
Oh,
please.
Yeah.
So not new, but
No,
Yeah.
people do
Yeah.
want Tonfas and the magnet spike to come over. I don't think we're ever going to get the magnet spike because it has
too
an
broken.
interesting reputation of being really good, like too good.
Yeah,
Right.
it's too
Oh,
broken. They
so-
would have to kneecap the hell out of the magnet spike if they brought it over.
I'll let you know more about it when I get there, because that is
Yeah.
one of the weapons I am looking forward to grabbing in Frontier. But yeah, Tonfas has been asked for quite literally since its release in Frontier. We've wanted this in the main games. So that's the logical assumption. But to be fair, we've said that, and we've also gotten like Charge Blade and bloody Insect Glaive and no, those are the only two weapons. And we've seen a lot of refinements done to the weapons, which might not have been what we were asking for, but is probably better in the long run. The
Yeah.
weapons feel so good now that it
Yeah.
kind of does bring up the point of maybe it is time to finally add a new one. We're at a very comfortable spot between quality of life in terms of gameplay and the weapons themselves. So fingers are crossed.
Do Tonfas play similar to Dual Blades in that it's quick and fast?
So yes, but in the air.
In the air.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another
They are a
jumpy class
very
would be
area
nice,
weapon.
actually. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, I would enjoy that.
Hmm.
There's 14 weapons, right?
Yes, there are 14 of them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're missing switch axe, sword and shield, bow, lance, um, and I can't remember the last one. For the life of me, cannot remember the last one. We're missing 5 weapons. I just can't remember. And the way they've been doing this is they're releasing a video a day, and it's leading up to Gamescom, which Gamescom will have they have like on the floor presentations of Monster Hunter Wilds. I think people will be able to get their hands on with it, and they'll be showing a new trailer there.
Yeah.
But the theory is there's like 2 days. There's like 2 days in between the last weapon and Gamescom. So, do they plan for a break, or do they have other videos that they're gonna show, or are they gonna announce a weapon? I would feel like they would announce a weapon at Gamescom, though.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah,
you. I
it'd be a
think
big thing, so yeah.
that's a trade show show off.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I said, there's like 2 days. I think it's technically 3 days, but the third day is the day Gamescom happens. So,
Right.
so yeah. Hopefully, I mean, maybe they have like a new a new gameplay video or something like that for one of the in betweens.
Yeah, they take one of the weapons on a hunt and then show themselves
Oh
changing them
yeah,
mid hunt.
that'd be nice.
Because that's a thing that's a mechanic that we know exists, they've said exists, so now they get to show it off.
Yeah, they did show you can swap secondary weapon while on the mount, so
Correct. Yeah.
yeah.
You know, this means you're gonna have to build your gear around using 2 weapons.
Yeah.
Correct. Correct, because you
So,
switch your weapon, but that doesn't affect your armor set.
yeah. Wonder. Yeah. You're gonna have to pick 2 weapons that use pretty much the same decos and stuff.
Yeah, I'd probably
Charge
have
blade, gun lance.
yeah, I'd probably have like a melee and a ranged. But
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how like the theory crafting goes versus
mm,
when we get our hands on it and we have to just reevaluate everything. Soon.
soon.
I'm excited. I mean, obviously we've started playing World again, so because of said excitement. So can't wait. Speaking of Capcom also says they want to re-release their classic fighting games on modern consoles.
Do it,
So,
cowards.
Yeah, do it, cowards. Somebody asked something about the game, that one Fate game that Capcom has done apparently.
Unlimited codes. Man,
Yeah.
that game, that's a true Ksoge. No, bring back like rival schools and vampire,
Oh, rival
please.
schools! No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
yes, yes.
Also, maybe I don't know how possible this is. I'd like to play Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Never got a
yeah,
chance to play that.
yeah.
So yeah, there are a lot of games that I would like to see come out. I mean, for the longest time, it's kind of just been Marvel versus Capcom to various degrees and Street Fighter, with
Yeah.
some revival attempts with, admittedly, with Darkstalkers, but it's just instead of remaking them, just put them out again. See which one sells.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Um, Sega trademarks Yakuza Wars in Japan. So
Yakuza Wars. Interesting.
I don't know if that's going to be a mainline Yakuza game or it's going to be like
Mhm.
one of those like Ishin or
Yeah.
or the man that or the Kiryu
Ishin, but
game.
in the streets.
Ishin
Huh.
but in the streets. Kiryu in the sheets, Ishin in the streets.
God.
And speaking
Uh.
of disappointments when it comes to Yakuza,
Yeah. Tell me about
Amazon
this. What's up?
Prime, yeah,
Uh-huh.
Amazon Prime, the Yakuza TV series. The actors revealed that they have never played the games, stating that they want to make their own version.
Yeah, I need clarification of this because the actors aren't the ones that are making it. They're just given a script and acting. So if they haven't played the game themselves, I only care if the people writing the game and directing the
If they're
game and so
writers
on have
and
played it.
directors, yeah,
You know,
100%.
yeah,
Yeah, but you would assume that that the directors and the producers would be like, "Hey, watch anything about the game so you understand what we're trying to go for here," because it's
sure. But like I said, once again, they're being directed and stuff anyway. It's actors don't have. It's not imperative that actors know everything about what they're going to be portraying because they're going to be directed and stuff anyway.
To put this in
But if
stark comparison,
yeah,
Henry Cavill's a giant fucking nerd, and he couldn't do anything about what they wanted to do with Geralt,
exactly,
so he left.
yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Like he definitely knew everything, and still, yeah, that happened. So that'll happen. Yeah, so it isn't a big shock for me. Like I said, I only care if the people actually running it properly and producing it and so on and directing it actually have or not.
I mean, yeah, one would hope so, but I would just assume that if they aren't giving them like reference material, then
And they have, I mean, but acting. If they're good actors, it wouldn't matter too much if they haven't been
Mhm.
played it themselves. I mean,
mhm.
I
But
think
that's a part of
karaoke's
the
not in
job.
the show. So what's the point anyway?
true.
Let's play the actors again. How dare!
Th-
No,
This
I
does get
mean,
down
but the
to
directors aren't
a
putting
I
the
know.
karaoke of
That's
the
a
show.
bad. Yeah. I know there are other aspects of it that I'm more worried about, like that.
Hmm.
yeah,
There's some stuff
just
that
so.
yeah, because
Uh,
there
th-
are
th-
something. Yeah, sorry.
there are broader aspects about this that I think we've talked about lightly before, but when adapting something, it's always kind of been my prerogative as a viewer that I would prefer companies to make the thing again first. A lot of creatives get it in their head that the thing already exists. Why would we tell that story again? And
Oh
I
well,
understand the logic, but for me, it comes down to why are you using that thing then?
Yeah.
so Leek. I had to
Yeah.
go back and reread it because I had to make sure that I not
Yeah, that's why I
only
wanted
has
to fact check.
both of them never played the Yakuza games, but as Takeuchi revealed, the
Uh,
team behind the Amazon show actually asked them to avoid doing so, stating that they want to make
Interesting.
their own version.
Alright, so that
I
means
don't like
they're
that.
actively avoiding anything. Okay, that's more worrying.
Yeah.
This gets to the point that's of something that I brought up with Aqua. Maybe you as well. Like I think we all three of us spoke about this.
Mm,
My big worry for a Yakuza thing that is not trying to be any of the Yakuza games that exist is that they're going to make this a generic mafioso movie that just
yeah.
happens to be set in Japan, which
Yes.
could be great, but probably won't be Yakuza.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
was like, why use I mean, we know why they're gonna use the IPs because 'cause they'll get
Yes.
attention. It's just using it for getting numbers.
Well, you say this, but so the logic there, I can tell you how this might backfire.
Uh-huh.
So the logic there is probably very similar to the logic used in Borderlands. You know, that movie that's going over very well right now.
Yeah, I know it can easily bite them in the ass. It is a double-edged sword. I
Yeah,
do know
you
this.
think you have a built-in audience because you've
Yeah.
gotten something that people love, but if you're not giving them what they want to see,
Mhm.
they will spurn you.
Hmm.
Yes.
Specifically, Takeuchi said he said, "I know these games. Everybody in the world knows these games, but I haven't played
Mhm.
them. I'd like to try them, but they stopped me because they wanted to, for the character in the script, explore from scratch. That's why I've decided not to play. So the actors actually want to like go in and like look at and like play the games, but the directors do not want them to get any ideas from it. So I have my faith in this TV series is dwindling down very quickly.
Yeah. I give this a big
Yeah. I mean, I'll still watch it. I have Amazon Prime, all right, so it's not going to cost me anything to watch it. So I'll watch it and be like, all right, this is okay or something like that. What I won't watch is Borderlands because I already knew that was going to be trash from the beginning. So it's PG-13, Leek. Borderlands is PG-13.
Oh, okay.
Imagine making a Borderlands movie. Not rated R, which is already weird, but I guess I could possibly see it. Starting the movie with a narration, and that narration isn't done by Marcus.
Mm-hmm.
And also casting whom I...
You cut out there, Dollet.
Imagine casting whom I love mind, Kate Blanchett, who I also love mind, Jamie Lee Curtis, and whom I'm less high on, Kevin Hart as Roland. I've known for a while that this movie was going to potentially be a nightmare. It is really sad to know that I was right and the cast wasn't the reason for it. Just everything about this is a disaster. The cinematography is awful. The script is awful. The casting is shoddy. There's no guns in your Borderland movie. There's
Wait, what?
There's the Infinity Gun.
There's
that's
guns.
It.
There's guns, but there's no guns.
No, there's no Borderland guns.
There's no Borderlands.
Like, no one's reloading their gun, chucking it at the enemy, and having that gun explode. Nothing fun. Like, that would be the first type of gun I'd make. Oh my goodness. I don't see how you mess up. Like, just make Mad Max.
Yeah.
But have it be juvenile.
Yeah.
That's it. That's Borderlands. Oh God, Jack Black was unfunny? No, don't say that. I don't. Oh no. That's sad.
How do you do that?
Oh. And actually, when listening to Charlie talk about it, he said that Jack Black was probably the only like all right thing about the movie. Jack Black as Claptrap. So
yeah.
I still
love
stand
bad
by
movies. I can't do it though. I can't do it to myself.
I still stand by this was a money laundering scheme for either Take-Two or Randy Pitchford.
If it were anyone else, I'd say don't be silly. This is just a bad movie. But Pitchford, yeah, it's entirely possible. That dude's sketch.
Yeah. I mean, I also say that probably about Take-Two because Take-Two came out and said, it doesn't matter if this movie flops, it's not going to really hurt us. Like, expecting that it was going to flop.
Yeah, I took that to mean they saw it, they knew that it wasn't going to be a very good movie, and they would still be willing to make Borderlands games after it. God, I didn't consider that they also just were funneling money in for obscured purposes. I don't know, man. It's so weird.
It was like $140 million budget, and like the other day they were only at $8.8 million in the box office. Like this is like
so sad.
The first couple of days, the critics had it at a 0 for Rotten Tomatoes. It was a 0. How do you get a 0?
Oh,
yeah, movies are subjective, but a 0 is pretty telling.
Yeah.
It's at like last time I checked, it was like at 9% now, but
still not double digits.
Awful, still.
Enjoying the video? Remember to like and sub. Helps out the channel a bunch, and we're grateful for every one we get.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got a couple of bit of a sad corner over here.
In memoriam.
In memoriam. I don't know how to pronounce Susan's last name, but it's Wojcicki. She was the former CEO of YouTube. She apparently did her job pretty well. I heard
Mhm.
many of like people like Ludwig and Asmongold and them talk about how they've been on the phone with Susan talking about like any issues that they've had with stuff on YouTube or whatever. She passed away at 56 after a 2-year battle with non-small cell lung cancer.
Mm.
Cancer
Eh,
sucks, man.
yeah, cancer does suck.
I didn't know anything about Susan Wojcicki, but
Yeah.
yeah, you had mentioned that she was a face that creators could go to when they needed someone high up to listen to them. So
Mm-hmm.
this kind of fell on my radar as nothing, nothing, nothing. Oh no, she was an actual helpful person in the community. That
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah. Next up, we have Rachel Lillis. I was really, really sad to hear this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was a voice actress for Misty and Jessie in Pokemon.
Yeah, one of the Jessies,
Yeah, one.
because there's been a couple of.
Yeah,
She's the first one, I'm pretty sure. I think first
I think.
English Jessie, I believe.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think
But
so.
yeah, she
Yeah.
would be because Misty. Yes, yes, yes. Never
Yeah.
mind.
She passes away at the age of 48 from breast cancer.
Mm.
Yeah. So even younger. 48 is too young.
Yeah.
Especially to die from
It
breast cancer.
really
It really
is.
sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, Rachel Lillis was like that's like Misty and Jessie alone is such a big corner of the market because Pokemon being one of the biggest products, full stop. But she'd been voicing since like goodness gracious, the mid '90s, the early
Yeah.
'90s even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she had quite the repertoire. She was Utena.
Oh, damn.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like yeah, like Misty and Jessie are bigger, but she's Utena.
Yeah. Yeah. That's still a iconic role.
Yeah.
Very much so. Very much
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, she
It
was doing
changed
work.
a lot of young ladies' lives.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, so did Misty and Jessie. I'm gonna be real here. I know a lot of
You
people
Yeah.
know,
had.
Missy and Jesse changed a lot of everyone's lives.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
really, really sad.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Yep. Dollet, you tried out that Black Myth Wukong benchmark tool that's on Steam, didn't you?
I
You
will
had
keep this mercifully brief. This is an awful benchmark. I'm sure it does its job. You know, it'll run the numbers in the background as it runs over in real time parts of the environment. But it's this weird slow pan following a river covering a temple. Like I feel like this benchmark is not pushing your numbers hard enough to get a true representation of like your actual experience. Now, maybe it's doing stuff in the background that I'm just not thinking of, but a
Mhm.
slow pan really feels iffy. Upside, hey, I get 100 frames per second with FSR and 80 frames on DLSS. So
and FSR looks like dog shit.
FSR doesn't look great. Oh my goodness. Like most things look okay, but the water looks absolutely awful, the running water.
Oh.
And some of the textures were very, very muddy. So it's one of the few times where I've seen FSR live and actually noticed how it's genuinely a worse product than DLSS. Because usually, someone with sharper eyes than me has to point it out, and then I'll notice it. This time, it was just blatant from the start.
Mhm.
But that said, this game doesn't look like it's gonna ask that much of you. I still think that's not true, though. I think once you get into motion and are really whipping around because you're Sun Wukong, so you're going to be moving a lot and rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think you're probably going to get lower numbers than the benchmark says. So you probably want to clear this with a good amount of headroom to feel good about 60 frames.
Mm-hmm.
Looks stunning, by the way. Everything
Wow.
like this is me being down on this game. I've been excited about this game for it's got to be years plural now. It's got to be like 4 or 5 years,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. It's been about that long since they've announced it. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I've been really looking forward to this. So I was always gonna play this. Benchmark be damned. I'm just super unimpressed with the benchmark. The upside to like the 14 benchmark is
Cut it again.
you're seeing vast layouts, a lot of VFX, and a lot of motion. So
Yeah.
it really does feel like you're pushing both your CPU and your GPU. It just didn't feel like that here, and I worry that it's going to be a poor representation of the game. So keep that in mind. Positive sides, it's beautiful. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to get my hands on it. Yeah, I'm very excited. It's next week. It's next week.
It is
Finally
indeed
happening.
next week. Yeah. Yep. We finally get to see one of them Chinese super games come out. Finally.
Please don't be disappointing. I'll be heartbroken.
Yeah.
I've waited 5 years. I've generated my own hype.
Is it
Yeah,
being?
I'll have to download.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's-
we've been
yeah.
waiting on this. We've been waiting on this for a while. I mean, Lord knows it's probably been in dev for 10 years, but
Right,
they
yeah.
announced it 5 years ago.
Okay.
It was announced in. Well, no, its initial announcement was in 2020,
Hmm.
so it's been
4
4
years
years.
ago. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We or I will be downloading that benchmark. I guess I already added it to my list on.
Yeah,
on
it's worth
Steam,
doing
so,
just to see.
yeah. We do have some good news for the last news. It's very good news. Actually.
Yeah.
Very good news. PUBG publisher Krafton decided to be based, revived Tango Gameworks by acquiring them, and they are now going to be working on expanding Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah, that's really good.
This
Yes,
is
it is.
unequivocally good. It is, however, also really weird it's this company.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
that
is.
is true.
I'm not arguing. I'm happy to see this team brought back on to further this IP and hopefully the rest of their IP, but specifically this one. I just Crafton's a choice. I wouldn't have expected it. I was talking with everyone here a couple of days ago saying I would have expected Sony or Nintendo or Atlas or one of the bigger companies, if this was possible to be grabbed up, to have been the ones to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't if you had gun to head. I never would have even added Crafton to the list.
Yeah, me either. Never would
Have
have
they
thought about it.
Have they
Hey.
published other games?
PUBG.
Just PUBG.
Pretty
Okay.
much.
They have a couple other games.
Yeah.
I don't know them off head. I think they have something to do with Subnautica, don't they?
They have PUBG. They have Terra. They have
Okay.
Terra Online, the
Yeah.
online
Yeah.
game. They have Thunder Tier 1, whatever that is. And that's about it.
Yeah, here we go. Games on the Crafton list are PUBG, Terra Online, Thunder Tier 1, Golf King, Mini Golf King, Bowling King. We're back to real games now. Subnautica Below Zero, Trinity Survivor, Smash Legends. So they do at least,
Not just
have a
PUBG.
bunch of games.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not just PUBG, and it's for various environments, PC, mobile, and console. So it makes sense. They're not like they're a big company now. It's just they're mostly off my Western centric, or not even Western centric, so much as the common groupings of studios that I would expect.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
But
this
yeah,
is
no,
good.
I mean, looking at it now,
Good.
yeah, looking at this now, this seems like it's probably going to be fine.
Yeah. They went
Hooray.
with
It'll
Yay.
be outside of Subnautica. It'll be the IP from associated with this company that I trust the most, though. Tell you what.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just walked up to good old Xbox and been like, "Hey, that studio, we want it." And I didn't even know it was on the table, so I guess they were just like, "Hey, let's do it." And I assume other publishers probably didn't give it a second thought or about like being like, "Hey, can we acquire the studio since you're not gonna use it?"
Oh, well, who else offered? But yeah.
So
I just
Crafton's
assumed nobody
a
did.
Crafton's a
Korean.
Korean company, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I had to make sure there wasn't actually Chinese. So my guess would be, if I had to figure out how this happened, they saw it go under, and I'm going to guess that Hi-Fi Rush specifically, since that's the game that is brought up very specifically in this acquisition, did very well in South Korea,
Mm.
and I wouldn't be surprised if it was as simple as they got in touch with them and said, "We notice you've shuttered this and you've let go of the employees. Would you be willing to sell company rights and IP rights?" So first of all, I'm interested to see if Tango has rights over their entire catalog now, or if Microsoft kept things like The Evil Within and I don't know what other games Tango has that
Oh,
Microsoft wouldn't be willing to
Ghostwire
part with.
Tokyo.
See, I think they'd be willing to part with that because I don't
Well,
think it
yeah.
did well enough to their expectations. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you're right, and Crafton was just the only ones who decided to reach out. Lord knows Microsoft understands now that it's bleeding in a bad way. Not in not in a way that it can't come back from. It's Microsoft. They have more money than God.
Mm-hmm.
But they're bleeding in a bad way after their recent acquisitions, and they need to staunch that any way they can. And letting go Tango was a bad move, but making money off of Tango that you've let go is a smart move.
Yeah.
So maybe that's all it is. It could be that they had to give up the entire catalog with it, which I mean, Microsoft isn't in the habit of making games right now, so it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
True.
Yeah, they could have just cashed out as much as possible. And Crafton, presumably with the very successful PUBG, probably has deep enough pockets to foot the bill for a time.
Do people even still play PUBG anymore? We really
I
here.
know it is massive in China, so big that I genuinely thought this was a Chinese company.
It's big in Asia, yeah. It's huge still.
It is massive.
190,000 people are currently playing. So still really shy from its 3.2 million all-time peak. But
Sure. That makes sense. Yeah.
well, that's because
Also, I think it
the
has a
game's
pretty
riddled with
bad.
cheaters. Yeah.
Yes, it has a pretty bad cheating thing going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. So
But hey, the company is back, and Crafton made a announcement saying that they would be trying to track down and get the original staff back on board.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
We know Mikami left before Tango fell apart, so he very likely will not be a part of that. Though it wouldn't surprise me. He has a habit of company hopping. I guess it keeps him creative in that way. But I would be interested in seeing who does come back, because they did one Hi-Fi Rush. Shinji's a big horror guy, like, he is big horror Shinji Mikami,
Mm-hmm.
and while he's done things like Beautiful Joe and presumably Okami and God Hand, all very colorful, fun games, like, he's just, clearly he is horror oriented, and I wouldn't be surprised if Hi-Fi Rush was the brainchild of someone else in the studio. He's always been very good about letting young devs find a place to grow themselves a bit.
Yeah.
So it's this great news at the end of the day. I look forward to seeing what comes from them. Tango put out a banger, and I
Mm-hmm.
look forward to the next one.
Yeah.
No more Ghostwire Tokyos. Actually, you can do
That's
another Ghostwire Tokyo. Just don't charge $70 for it.
yeah.
Be a good $40 game.
Well, that's all I was able to find on the internet. I've been searching, and there's not anything else. So
Oh yeah.
I think the news is done. I think we're done.
Any
No more
update on
news.
SAG-AFTRA?
No update. Not
No
from what I
update.
heard.
Okay.
I did
Still
hear.
chatting.
I did hear that Persona is off the table now, or like not like.
What do you mean?
As in Persona is able to be not struck anymore.
Okay.
I wonder,
Alright.
is it strictly the game, or is it Atlas, or rather, is it Atlas the company?
Oh well, Sayu
I know,
said
I know.
not struck anymore. not
Yeah,
a
I
struck
know.
game. He said not a struck game, and that's all he can say. I assume.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so we'll find out. I would imagine this strike goes on for a couple more weeks at the most recent. I don't think this is going to end soon,
Right.
which is sad.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What are the plans for the week?
I will be playing Field of Mystria and also
Mhm.
Cult of Lamb and also Monster Hunter and also GTA. That's what I intend to, or at least think about doing.
Let them go.
Yeah.
Real gamer hours.
Yeah.
And surviving typhoon season.
And try not to be scared of thunder. Yep.
Yeah.
I will be praying for the least amount of thunder as is possible.
Mhm.
I will be continuing Path of Exile and Monster Hunter, obviously. But according to the email I got, I have been welcomed into the 2XKO Forge. What was it called again? Sorry, the Alpha Lab. So,
Yeah.
hey, I get to do 2XKO stuff. If you've signed up, you're probably in too. I have really, really bad luck when it comes to alpha and beta stuff. I usually only get in when literally everyone else gets in.
I didn't
So
sign up,
if you
so
so if you have signed up, give it a look see. There's a good chance you received an email today. Regardless, I will actually give that a go. Not so much because it's a fighting game, but because it's a very unique one. It's a it's a very low button fighter. It's like a two button fighter.
2-button fire.
Yeah, there's no meaningful execution in this
Oh.
game. They've made it really easy to approach, but it has a high skill ceiling. I've seen infinites and touches of death, so there are shenanigans to be employed.
Oh, okay. Is it like a horizontal, play, or is it like a arena
Yeah,
3D?
you can compare this pretty directly to Marvel vs. Capcom.
Okay.
It's
Okay. So swap out
2v2,
the
so like
scenes.
Infinite.
Okay.
Hmm?
Okay. Okay. 2v2.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
It's 2v2, and it can be one person 2v2, or it can be two people 2v2. So you can have four people
Okay.
playing at a time. This was really exciting when they did it with Tekken versus Street Fighter.
Mhm.
Before that game cratered in a very sad way. So
Yeah.
hopefully this one actually doesn't do that.
Hmm.
Let's see who's playable. It's Ari, it's Ilawi,
Brom.
Echo, Yasuo, and Brom.
Mhm.
I guess so. Yeah.
So it's 6 characters. It's not so bad. The roster's looking a little lower than I'd like, but this is the Alpha Lab, which tells me that this is probably actually an early beta. Maybe I will get up to that 10 character limit that I was saying should probably be the release launch. Regardless, they have costumes and everything already, so monetization is in place. And for everyone listening, this will be a free to play game when it drops, as far
Okay.
as I know. So hey, look forward to that. I will report back next week, sirs and madams.
Yes.
Hey.
Lieutenant Jackson signing out. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to do what I normally do, and that's play whatever video game I deem is worth playing for the day or the week. Which means I'm going to be playing more Kuronoki Seki 2, more Monster Hunter, because I wanna actually progress, and I never got past like I think where I originally stopped at in Monster Hunter on that one character was we did Safi Jiva, and then I stopped playing. So I never fought Elatrion. I never fought Fatalis. So I never did any of all that stuff in between.
Mhm.
So I want to do that. And I guess if I am bored, I'll load up East Origin to like play, because like that I can play like 20 minutes to like an hour at a time, because it's not a very long game.
Mhm.
So yeah, and that'll be me for the week. If you've made it this far in the video, please hit that like and subscribe button. To those of you in Leek's Twitch chat, please visit our channel and do the same thing. Because we love you, and you should do that. Because yeah.
Smooth as always.
Yeah, always smooth. Like, man, I don't know, man. Dollet, shill us. You're the shill man.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can find us here mostly every week here at twitch.tv/leakwibs. You can find us at the www.youtube.com/perpetual backlog podcast.
Leek
I have
Wibble,
been-
not Wibs.
Oh, is it Wibs? Leek Wibble.
Wibble.
Wibble wobble. We do this pretty much every week. We just sit down and chat video games. I have been Dollet. That has been Aqua. This one over here is Leek. We love your faces. You've been amazing. We'll see you next week. Before you go, remember to like, comment, and sub to us. Not only does it help out the channel and let us know what you're into, but it also makes you 100% cooler than everybody else. I checked with Aqua. It's definitely